Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel guys. Today I will be doing with you the prelim on September 2023 that was written in Limpopo province for matric in mathematical literacy paper 1. So this is gonna be our part 1 of uh this paper 1. Okay, so let's get into it. I don't like to talk too much when I'm doing this, but anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and comment and share my videos guys. So let's just get into the first question to see what it has for us. Okay, going into our first question, there we have it there. They say a variety of levies, tax and margins are added when calculating the pump price the consumer pays for the fuel in South Africa. Table 1 below shows the breakdown of these levies, taxes and margins for December 2023. 2022. All right, so we have 95 ULP petrol per liter. You have 0.05% diesel per liter. We have 0.005% diesel per liter. So on the cost, we have the general fuel levy, we have the road accident fund levy, we have the wholesale retail margins, we have the slate levy, we have the basic fuel price, then we have the total pump price. Okay, so as you can see that we are not given how much is the total for the 95 ULP pump price. So what we can do, we don't have to do anything, we just have to go straight to the question to see what is it that they're asking about there. Don't calculate it because you haven't been asked, but your questions will tell you what is happening with that. Okay, the first question, it goes like, identify the type of fuel with the highest basic fuel fuel price. So we need to look at what, remember the action verb here, it says you identify. So what is it that you're going to identify? You identify a basic fuel price. But what kind of the basic fuel price are you going to identify? The one that is the highest. You see, I am breaking down that statement. Okay, so now we will go. Remember, now we are identifying, meaning that we are going to observe here on the table. So let's go to the basic fuel price. We can see the basic fuel price is here. So we're going to look at the price that is high. So which price is high between these three prices here? We can see that is the 15.49. So it means that now the fuel type, remember here they need what, the fuel type. So the fuel type here is 0.005 percent diesel. Okay, this is our fuel type that has the highest basic price. Okay, then we can go to the second question. The second question says, calculate the difference per liter in wholesale, retail, margins and distribution cost. Remember here the action verb, it says we must calculate, and remember the different, it means we subtract. So when we subtract, we must have two items. So those items now, they are telling us that those prices, they are for wholesale margins. So we wholesale, retail, margin. So we are talking about this. So but which fuel type, for which fuel type we are given for 95 and the 0.05 diesel. So we're gonna check how much is the 95, the wholesale. We have 4.12. Then the difference, we minus what, we minus the price of the wholesale for the 0.05. So 0.05 is here. So let's check how much is it. It is 1.97, meaning that we subtract 1.97. And how much do we get? 4.12 minus 1.97. So that gives us 2.15. 2.15 cents. Okay. Now let's go down. They say number 3, write down the slate levy in rent per liter. Round off to the nearest 0.05. So if you look at the slate levy here, the slate levy is the same for all the price, the fuel type. That is why they are not telling you for which fuel type, because they are all the same. So what is it that you're going to see there? You will realize that that amount is given in cents. So they need to do what now? They need that price to be in rands. So because I am the master of cross multiplication in Meslit, I don't want you to get it wrong, okay? So you need to know the relationship between rands and cents, okay? So in Meslit, or in reality, we know that 1 rand, it has 100 cents. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to put our 83.28 cents here. Okay, because we don't know how much is this in rands, then we put a question mark, therefore we cross multiply. So we're going to have what? We're going to have 100 question mark is equals to, then and remember we said question mark multiply by 100, then 83.228 multiplied by 1 is it still becomes our 83.28. Therefore we're going to divide both sides by 100 so that this one can cancel this one. We want to remain with the question mark, therefore we divide here by 100. Therefore our question mark is equals to 83.28 divided by 100. That gives us 0.8328. Okay, so remember they said we must round up to the nearest 5 cents. So if we round up to the nearest 5 cents, we're gonna have 0.85. okay, in that order. Now let's continue to number 4. Number 4, it says determine the total pump price for 95 ULP petrol per liter in December. So that's what that was our question mark here. This is what they need us to calculate. So if you don't know how to do this, you must first check how was this total calculated. So what are you going to do? You must add everything here. You must add everything, and then you will get this 23, so that you will know that in order for me to get this question mark, I must also add everything here. So let's go down. So the first one to add there, we have 3.94 plus 2.18 plus 4.12 plus, remember this one we have changed it to the rand, so it's now 0.85. okay, it's no longer, we cannot add 83.28 cents, so we're gonna add 0.85. 0.85. Let me write well here, because it's like hey, 0.85 plus 12.34. right, so we're gonna say 3.94 plus 2.18 plus 4.12 plus 0.85 plus 4.12 plus 0.85 plus 12.34. that gives us an amount of 23. It gives us 23.43. okay, that's, there we have it. Then let's go to the next one. Now the next one, they say calculate the amount paid for general fuel levy and the road accident fund levy. They say calculate the amount paid, okay, the amount paid for general fuel levy. That is the first one here. The general fuel levy is this one. And so when they say and, it means we must combine them. Okay, and the road accident fund. So where's the road accident fund levy? Here's the road accident fund levy. But for which fuel type? For the 0.05% diesel. So we're gonna have, let's go back so that we can see if we are adding the correct amount. So we're gonna come here. And then we take the general levy for the 0.05 diesel, which is 3,80 plus the road accident fund levy, which is 2,18. 3,80 plus 2,18, which is equals to 5,98. I have a very beautiful comment about this paper. I've seen this paper, I've went through it, so I have a very, very serious comment. And actually, it's not just a comment, it's a concern. To me, it's a concern. I'll tell you at the end of this video why is this my concern. It is going to be directed to people in Limpopo. I'm very concerned about this paper. Okay, remember this was the prelim. This one is the preparatory for final paper. Okay, so this one is the exam written before the final. So those exams that are written in September then. Okay, let's go to 1.2. 1.2, they say the graph on annexure A shows the summer and the winter average day temperature in degrees Celsius from some of the towns and cities in South Africa. Use annexure A and the information above to answer the questions that follow. Okay, let's go to annexure A. So I will just scroll. I will just try to, yeah. There is annexure A. Indeed, we are on 1.2, so we are using the right annexure here. Okay. So when you observe there, we have the towns and cities in South Africa: Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, Pretoria, Bloemfontein, Port Elizabeth, Kimberley, Phalaborwa, Polokwane, Upington. So we have summer, we have winter, and then we have the temperature there. Okay. So every time you see this is summer, this is winter. Okay. Then let's go to the question. The first question: identify the type of the graph shown above in the given set of data. Then which type of a graph is this one? Okay, so we have lots and lots of different graphs, guys. So I can just try to do, but this one that we are dealing with here, this one we call it a double bar graph. Why do we say double bar graph? Because we have a bar graph. Why don't we just say bar graph? The reason why we say it's a double bar graph is because there are two bars that are like this. Therefore, they are double. That is why we say double. But if there is one bar, there's a space, one bar, we call that one a bar graph. Then there's another one that you will see the graphs going like this. The other one will be on top, the other one will be on the bottom like this. This one we call it a stack. Why do we call it a stack? It's because the one bar is on top of the other. So we say it's a stack bar graph. So once you see the graphs, the bars going like this, the bars, they go like this. They are three, and then there's a space in between, and then there's another set of 3 bars here. This one we call it what? A multiple bar graph. But if we see a bar graph that goes like this, I mean a graph going like this, the bars, between the bars there is no space. There is no space. So this one we call it what? A histogram. Okay, I think you guys now understand this type of graphs. Okay, now let's go to 121 actually. Now at 122, they say name the town that recorded an average winter temperature of less than 15 degrees Celsius. We go to winter. Remember, it means we must look at these ones. This is winter. This is wind. We must look at them. But then we need the one that recorded less than 15. So what is it that you're going to do? Look at 15. You're going to see 15 here, and there is this line that represents 15. So look at this line and look at any graph that closes. You see the other top, the tops are here. This is the top of the graph. It ends here. So look at the graph that ends below this line. So we can see is this one here. Is this one. So what is the city here? It's Port Elizabeth. That is the city. Just go and write Port Elizabeth, you get your marks. And then let's go to 1, 2, 3. Write down the town that has the lowest increase in the average day temperature from winter to summer. The lowest increase. It means the temperature have increased from winter to summer. But some of the cities have the lowest increase. It means that it have increased, but not with the highest percentage. Okay, it have increased with a small. Okay, so I'm just going to try to do something. I'm just going to try and do what? To change this graph and put it like this. Good. I'm going to put it like this so that we can see those differences when we want to see the change. When you look at the Uppington, let's look at Uppington. This Uppington, it have increased with a huge number there. Okay, so let's look at Polokwane. Polokwane, it have increased, but the increase of Polokwane, do you see that is less than the one of Palabora? Let's look at this one. The one for, Polokwane have also increased, but less than Uppington. Then let's look at Palabora. Palabora have also increased, but if you look at the increase, is the increase is from here to here and then the smaller space here. But if we compare this with Polokwane here, Palabora have increased with a less number. Okay, so it means so far after comparing these three cities, Palabora have increased with a less number. Then let's go to Kimberley. Kimberley is top. Kimberley is top. It is there with Uppington. So we move. Then we go to Port Elizabeth. So if you go to Port Elizabeth have increased more than Polokwane and Palabora. Remember, our smallest right now is still at Palabora. But then this one have increased more than Palabora. Let's go to the next one, which is Bloemfontein. Okay, so Bloemfontein have increased. So if you look at this, it's full two, I can say it full 2 bars. You see, full 2 bars. But and then if we add this one and this one, it was almost 3 bars. So it is more than, it have increased more than Palabora. Then let's go to this one. What is this one? This one is Pretoria. Look at Pretoria. Pretoria have 1 and this one. And then if we just take this small space here, fill it here, we're going to have 2. So of which is more than, it's also more than Palabora. So let's go to, that means Pretoria is out. Let's go to Durban. Look at Durban. Look at Durban. Look at Durban. Durban have also increased, but if you compare the increase of Durban and Palabora, you will realize that the increase of Durban is less than the one of Palabora. It means now our lowest is no longer Palabora. Now we focus on what? On Durban. Now our lowest is Durban. Let's go to Johannesburg. When you look at Johannesburg, it's more than Durban. When you look at Cape Town, it's more than Durban. It means our town with the lowest increase is Durban. Where is it? It's Durban. Okay, then let's go to the next one. They say write down the number of towns that recorded an average summer temperature of more than 30 degrees Celsius. The towns that recorded more than, remember they say the number, they're not saying the name of the city, they're not saying name the cities, they say write the numbers. It means you're going to count them. If they are 2, you write 2. Okay, that's how we respond to the questions. So remember they say the ones that are above 30 degrees, but with which season? Summer. We're going to look at summer, the ones that are above 30. So let's go to summer. So what are we going to do? We see that 30 is here. 30 is here. You can take your pencil and say, you just highlight 30, that 30 is on this line. So any graph that is above this line, it is what? It is part of the cities that are above 30. So how many are there? There are only 4. There are 4 cities, okay? You don't have to name them. They didn't say name. The action verb say write the number. Now, number 5, it says, identify the town that recorded the highest average winter temperature. So let's go and look at the winter temperature. Remember, the winter temperatures are these ones. Okay, so let's go and look now. So which one is the highest? You just have to compare which bar graph here, which bar is the biggest, which bar is the highest, okay? Which one is the tallest? So if we check, this is the only bar that reaches 25 for the winter temperature. So which one, which city is that one? It's Palabra. So our answer, you just write Palabra. Okay, then we are done with 1.2. Then we jump to 1.3. So 1.3, they say the Nelly wants to enroll her daughter in a boarding school in 2024. To have an idea of how much fees are charged in a boarding schools, she compares fees from 10 most expensive boarding schools in South Africa as shown in table 2 below. So there is table number 2. We have 10 schools, Hilton College, Mitchell, what. Then we have the ranking. So they are showing you that this school is ranking at number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 12. I don't know what happened to number 9 and 10. Because they are saying, oh, it means there have been a change, because these are the range, okay, for 2023 and for 2022. It means that there are some schools that have been removed here. Because in 2022, this showed, that means this school have moved from their position. This one was number 10, now it is number 9 in 2023. This was number 12 in 2022, now it is number 10. Okay, so these are the amounts of the school fee in 2022, in 2023. Then now they show you that from 2022, these amounts have increased with this, so that they can have a total of these new school fees in 2023. All right, so let's look at the table. Number 1, arrange the increase amount in ascending order. If you're writing here, I'm gonna write your reference. So let's look at the lowest. Okay, so because you see that you are having thousands there, the idea is like this. Start with the lowest, then I will tell you what happens after that. So if we observe here, our lowest number here, I see 14,000. Now ask yourself a question. Do I have 15,000? Check for 15,000. No 15,000. Do you have 16,000? No 16,000. Do you have 17,000? No 17,000. Do you have 18,000? No 18,000. Do you have 19,000? Yes, we have 19,000. Then we write 19,500. Okay, do we have anything of 19,000 again? No, we don't have. Do we have anything of 20,000? Yes, we have 20,000. We have 20,000. So there are only two 20,000. Okay, so which one is the lowest when you compare the two? The one that says 20,805. 20,805. Then it will be followed by 20,940. Now ask yourself, do you still have anything of 20,000? No. Do you have anything of 21,000? Let's observe. Do you have anything of 21,000? No, we don't have. Do you have anything of 22,000? Yes, we have. We have 22,770. We have 22,260. We have 22,160. I hope I didn't skip anything. Oh, the 20,000. Oh, the 20,000, there were 2. I'm done. So yeah, there were 2. The 22 is only 1, 2, 3. Yes. So now we can arrange these 3 numbers. Which one is the lowest? So the lowest here, I think, is 22,170. So this will be followed by 22,170, and this will also be followed by 22,260, and this will be followed by 22,770. And then what will be the next number there? Now we remove, I am just gonna remove that. Now our question now, do we have 23,000? Do we have 23,000? No, we don't have 23,000. Do we have 24,000? No, we don't have 24. Do we have 25? No. Do we have 26? Yes, we have 26 here. We have 26. We have 26. Yes, we have this 326. So, which one is going to be our lowest? Our lowest is going to be 26 and 96. Then that will be followed by 26, 434. Then that will be followed by 26765. Okay, then we go to 1.3.2. But another thing to confirm, you need to count them. So there were 10. We must also get 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then when you go to number 2, now they say determine the missing value A, the amount of school fee payable at Michelle House in 2023. So if you look at 2023, remember they say this number have increased, but it have increased by how much? It was 328,000 in 2022. So in 2022 it have increased with 14,000. So what will be our new school fees in 2023? So 328,000 plus 14,000. How much do we have? We have 342,000. 342,000. Yeah. Now let's go down 1.2.3. They say identify the school with the third lowest amount of school fees payable in 2023. So in 2023, already these schools have been arranged according to their rank. Okay, so they need the third lowest. Remember, this is the first lowest, the second, and the third lowest. So that school is what? Bishop. Yeah, it's Bishop what? Bishop's the Ocean College. Okay, then when we go to number 4, let's go to number 4. Number 4, it says write down the boarding fee of St. Mary's Schools to Michelle House in 2022 as a simplified ratio. So okay, so we're gonna have St. Mary to MH. Okay, so let's go and look, but remember they say we're only looking at 2022, not 2023. So how much was St. Mary in 2022? St. Mary, let me go and look for that one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. In 2022 it was 293,050, if I'm correct. Yeah. And then the Michelle House, how much was this one? Where is it? Oh, here it is. In 2022, 328,000. So now, because they want it in a simplified ratio, what do? We look for the smallest number there, and then we divide it by that smallest number there. So our smallest number is 293.50. Then we come and divide by 293,050. So it's 328. 123 divide by 293,050. 293.50, and that gives us the, what about the rounding of 1 comma, okay, I can say this is 9, so this can be approximately 1:1:2. Yeah, like that. Okay guys, I want to comment on the quality of this paper. The quality of this paper is very below. This paper cannot prepare the learners to write the final year examination and nail it. These questions are totally not for the grade 12s. It's very low. I don't know what the people of Limpopo were very lazy to set a paper or what, but I once saw this paper. It is the final year paper that was taken from, I think this was 2022. Most of the questions here, they were taken from 2022 November paper that was written. So remember guys, the final year paper is simple compared to the prelim. So prelim needs to have more quality, okay, so that it can prepare the learners. Remember, if you prepare with a hard paper, knowing that the paper that you're going to write, the quality is going to be very low, it means that you'll forever pass that one of the final. So this one, the quality was not there. So watch out for paper for part 2 is coming out right now.